Hello students, I'm Nabila Tariq. Today we'll discuss the poems that is Animals from your first flight reader. This poem named Animals is written by Walt Whitman and it is taken from the book Leaves of Grass from the extract Song of Myself. Walt Whitman, he lived from 1819 to 92 and he was one of the most famous American poets of his time. At that time in America, the poetry was just written for the sake of rhyming and melody. But Walt Whitman, he broke all the traditional laws and he wrote revolutionary kind of poetry, and that too in free verse. Free verse means not necessary that the end word of each line would rhyme to the end word of the other sentence. Okay. So, and he also wrote bold poems related to the life of people in the society. At the same time, he was a non-conformist. Non-conformist means he was an Anglo-Catholic who belonged to the Protestant church. At the same time, he was a person who did not abide by the prevailing customs and rules of America at that time. He went against the traditions and wrote quite bold and revolutionary poems which brought reforms in many aspects of society. So we'll start. This poem, that is Animals, over here, the poet is wondering that animals are far more easy creatures and they are less complicated and true as compared to human beings. And he also hopes that human beings should learn a lot from animals because animals are true beings, according to him. Why are animals better than human beings? That he will tell us in this poem. We'll start reading. The poet tells us that he feels more at home with animals than humans, whom he finds complicated and false. The poet is telling us that he feels that animals are not complicated and they are true, but human beings, on the other hand, are false and they are very complicated. That means you cannot understand a human being, but animals, they are quite true and they present themselves as they are. So you are more comfortable with animals than being with a human, a person, a man. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self contained. I stand and look at them long and long. Over here, the poet is saying he is wishing that I hope I can turn and live with animals, that I hope I should become an animal or I can start living a life of an animal because they are so placid. Now, what's the meaning of placid? Placid means someone who doesn't get easily upset or excited, means someone who doesn't show his excitement or sadness every now and then, a person who is at peace. Okay, who is self-contained means animals are very placid, they don't show the upsetness or the excitement so easily. At the same time, they are very self-contained. Self-contained means they are self-satisfied. I stand and look at them long and long. Over here, long and long means that animals are such creatures who do not long wait for the achievement of their desires. They don't long for luxuries. They are satisfied in whatever they have. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. Now, animals he's talking about, he's saying they do not sweat and whine. Now, what is the meaning of whine? Whine means complaining or crying. You all can write it down over there in your books. Whine means complaining or crying. So he's saying that animals are such creatures who do not complain or cry about their condition, that they don't have this or they don't have that, कि उनके पास इस चीज़ की कमी है या ये चीज़ नहीं है, तो वो अपनी सिचुएशन को लेके रोते नहीं हैं, वो दुख नहीं मनाते अपने सिचुएशन का. एट द सेम टाइम दे डोंट कमिट एनी सिन. सो दे डोंट हैव टू क्राई ओवर द सिंस, मतलब जब हम कुछ गलत करते हैं तो हमें उसका, जिसे कहते हैं ना, रिज़ल्ट मिलता है। हमारे साथ कुछ गलत होता है क्योंकि शायद हमने कभी किसी के साथ गलत किया होता है। सो वेन एवर वी आर इन अ हॉरेबल सर्कमस्टांसेस और वी आर जस्ट सफरिंग, दैट टाइम वी क्राई इन द नाइट, वी लाई अवेक and we get disturbed. But animals, because they don't commit any sin, they don't know what are the good deeds and what are sins, they don't know the difference between that. They are simple living beings, so they do not suffer and they do not weep or cry in the night. At the same time, they are very peaceful in their lives and they sleep properly and they do their work in a very organized manner without any depression or dissatisfaction. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. That one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Now, the poet is saying that human beings have this nature, they will preach you the duties towards God. मतलब इंसान के अंदर एक आदत होती है कि वो हमेशा दूसरों को ज्ञान देता है और स्पेशली दूसरों को उनकी ड्यूटीज़ याद दिलाता है जो भगवान के लिए हम सबको करना चाहिए, कि आपको ये करना चाहिए, वो करना चाहिए. यू शुड प्रे टू गॉड, यू शुड डू द द प्रेयर्स at home regularly, go to the worship places and etc. So at the same time, they themselves might not be doing the same thing, and human beings have the habit of preaching the teachings of God. But animals, they do not disturb anyone, they do not teach anyone anything related to the duties towards God or the good deeds or the sins. And at the same time, they are not at all dissatisfied, they are very satisfied in whatever they are. Means जैसा भी उनकी लाइफ है, वो जैसे भी उनको वो जी रहे हैं, वो उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा खुश रहते हैं एनिमल्स. वो लोग कभी कंप्लेन नहीं करते हैं. नॉट वन इज़ डिमेंटेड. डिमेंटेड का मीनिंग होता है सफरिंग फ्रॉम एंगर और डिस्ट्रेस. डिमेंटेड मीन्स किसी भी तरह की सफरिंग्स जो कि एंगर की वजह से या डिस्ट्रेस, डिप्रेशन की वजह से. सो नो, दैट एनिमल्स डू नॉट गो अंडर डिप्रेशन, दे डू नॉट गेट डिस्टर्ब्ड, एट द सेम टाइम दे डू नॉट गेट एंग्री, सो दे डू नॉट सफ़र. एनिमल्स सफ़र नहीं करते. At the same time, they don't possess the mania of owning things. Mania means पागलपन. उनके अंदर किसी भी तरह का वो क्रेजीनेस नहीं है चीज़ों को ओन करने का, अपने पोजेशंस को बढ़ाने का. उन्हें किसी भी लग्जरी का लालच नहीं है. दे डोंट वांट टू ऑक्यूपाई लग्जरीज इन देयर लाइफ. सो जब उनको किसी चीज़ की डिज़ायर नहीं है तो उनके अंदर किसी भी तरह की सफरिंग नहीं है. Not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. He's saying animals do not kneel in front of anyone. Means animals किसी के भी आगे अपने घुटने नहीं टेकते, किसी के भी आगे प्रेयर करके अपनी डिज़ायर्स को पूरा करने की प्रार्थना नहीं करते. ओके, nor in front of God and nor in front of any elders over there. At the same time, they don't pray to people who have died thousands of years ago. And on the contrary, we human beings kneel down in front of God, we kneel down in front of the elders, in front of the more rich or powerful people. We want to achieve all our desires, तो हमें अपने desires को achieve करने के लिए किसी के भी आगे घुटने टेकते हैं, गलत काम कर लेते हैं, गलत काम करने पे मजबूर हो जाते हैं. At the same time, हम इंसानों के अंदर एक आदत होती है कि हमारे जो भी एंसेस्टर्स हैं, हमारे फैमिली के लोग हैं, हमारे लव्ड वंस हैं, हु आर नाउ डेड, मतलब जो अब नहीं है इस दुनिया में और जो ऊपर भगवान के पास चले गए हैं, वी हैव द टेंडेंसी ऑफ प्रेइंग टू देम. हमें उनसे प्रार्थना करने की बहुत ज़्यादा आदत है. That we actually feel the way that people who are with God, who are no more and they are there with God, they can hear our prayers easily because they have developed a better communion with God, we suppose, because they are now dead. So that's why we pray to them also. But animals, they don't pray to anyone and they are not forced to do anything wrong just to achieve the luxuries in life. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. He is saying on this earth जितने भी animals जीते हैं, ना कोई किसी को रिस्पेक्ट करता है और ना ही कोई किसी को डिसरिस्पेक्ट करता है. सो दे आर नॉट अनहैप्पी, इन फैक्ट दे आर द हैप्पीएस्ट क्रीचर्स एंड दे आर एट पीस. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself. They evince them plainly in their possession. Now he is saying that whenever I observe an animal, I feel that animals, they are like us only. Means we human beings and animals have a lot of similarity, of course, and the poet says that I accept that there are many similarities between human beings and animals, because the way animals live their life, the way they behave, their nature, it clearly shows that they have a lot of features and characteristics what human beings had once upon a time, or what human beings should have. And those features and characteristics of goodness are called tokens by the poet. मतलब पोएट कहते हैं कि एनिमल्स जब बिहेव करते हैं जिस तरह से और अपनी लाइफ जीते हैं, उससे क्लियरली ये शो होता है कि बहुत सारी ऐसी चीज़ें हैं एनिमल्स में जो हम ह्यूमन बींग्स के अंदर कभी थी या होनी चाहिए, जो हम लोगों ने टाइम के साथ खो दी हैं. वो फीचर्स, वो गुड कैरेक्टर्स, उस चीज़ को उन्होंने बोला है टोकन्स. एंड द एवेंट्स का मतलब इंडिकेट, दे क्लियरली शो इन देयर पोजेशंस, मतलब अपने नेचर से एनिमल्स क्लियरली ये शो करते हैं कि उनके अंदर का जो फीचर्स हैं, उनकी जो लाइफ जीने का तरीका है, कहीं ना कहीं इंसानों का भी तरीका ऐसे ही होना चाहिए था. आई वंडर where they get those tokens. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? मतलब पोएट ये बोलता है कि आई वंडर, ये सेइंग मैं वंडर करता हूँ, आई एम सरप्राइज्ड कि एनिमल्स के पास इतनी गुडनेस कहाँ से आती है. वाई दे आर सो पीसफुल, वाई दे आर सो सेटिस्फाइड, वाई दे डू नॉट fight with each other just because of owning luxuries, accomplishing their desires. तो मतलब इतनी peaceful life, इतनी natural life, rational life वो लोग कैसे जीते हैं? From where they get these good tokens of goodness? So the poet thinks that maybe human beings, as they have evolved through the period of time, they have dropped these good characters from their life, and animals have dropped possessed them and taken them. मतलब जो अच्छी आदतें हैं इंसान की, जो भगवान ने इंसान के अंदर गुडनेस डाली थी, हमने शायद अपने इवोल्यूशन में टाइम के साथ वो गुडनेस गिरा दी कहीं पर, लापरवाही के साथ, negligently means without any care. We people have dropped these goodness, and animals have picked up these goodness, and they have captured them, and they have it there in their nature, in their behavior, in their life. So this goodness is that which we human beings also should possess, but somehow because of the evolution, because of the development, we all have become very greedy, very jealous, dissatisfied and unhappy beings. But animals, on the contrary, are peaceful, satisfied and self-contained creatures. So there is a lot that we should learn from animals, it seems. This is what the poet is trying to tell all of us. Thank you.